Our first question comes from our boy and friend and longtime Tiege Hanley vlog viewer, Gary Hernandez, self-destruct urban survival. What's up, Gary? It says business question. Hello, Aaron. With the coronavirus, and just so you know, like Gary Hernandez has like a self-defense, like a place where people go in and work out and stuff. Anyway, as you can imagine, probably affected by the coronavirus, but let's dive in. He says, business question. Hello, Aaron. With the coronavirus going on, having to close down until I'm able to open back up, hopefully in a few weeks. My question is that I am losing customers and may have to rebuild all over again. And unfortunately, in this business, people look at this as a luxury, not as a necessity. Being you had different businesses before, have you ever had to deal with this in your past? So to answer your question, yes. I used to be a personal trainer, and after my business closed, while I was trying to figure things out, my business closed in like 2005 or 6. And so if you know what happened back in 2006 and 7 and 8, the recession was crazy bad. And so I had to deal with a lot of my clients, my personal training clients that I was still like personal training on the side. A lot of them were like, yo, I just can't afford you anymore. And so what I had to do was I had to adapt. I had to either charge them less or I lost people, honestly. And for me, it was like some money is better than others, like no money. In terms of you losing all your business, you know, that's tough. Now, when I hear this or when I think about this, I think about what you could be doing. How could you sort of pivot quickly and figure out how to salvage some of these relationships and clients? Whether or not you're doing like Zoom, like the platform Zoom. I know that there are a lot of like yoga teachers, a lot of people that are in the fitness space that are utilizing Zoom as a way to sort of connect people. Could you offer, you know, individual, you know, consulting or coaching, or could you maybe possibly like go to a park or do some, like there's gotta be a way for you to figure out how to maintain some of these customers as clients. Now, the price might need to go down. You might not need to figure out a different way or mechanism in order to help them or do different things. But I think there's probably a way that you could manage to salvage some revenue from the situation, but you got to act. Little bit about my dad, just to tell you his situation. So when this all sort of broke in terms of the COVID thing and people like all like being like, whoa, he is a drummer, right? He teaches like drumming lessons too. He'll go into schools, he'll go into hospitals, he'll do like drumming and workshops for like cancer patients and wellness workshops. Well, you can imagine that when they locked everything down, he literally lost every single job like that. And he was really upset, as you can imagine, because that's, you know, how do you say, wait, you can't, right? You got to deal with it. And so what he has been doing, he has been working diligently in the process of figuring out how to offer classes through the internet, through Zoom. Also, he's working on some e-products. And so, you know, it's not instant, it's not like super quick, but we don't know how long this is going to last. And I would hate for you to be like waiting and counting on like, oh, it's only going to be 2 weeks, or oh, it's only going to be 3, and it's 6, or it's 8, or whatever. Worst, you know, who knows what the worst case scenario is. And so what I'd recommend is try to figure out auxiliary ways to make money or to start a club. Maybe you have like a membership, like where it's you're part of this and you get this. There are ways for you to stretch your creative juices and figure something out. But in terms of rebuilding, yeah, it's definitely a luxury. You're going to lose some people. But what value can you bring in a time of people being uncertain and scared? Because I mean, you could do a lot of things like in-home, like, you know, there are things you could do. You just got to get smart and figure it out fast.